The Jungle Creed says the strong must feed on any prey it can. And I was branded a beast inside of the feast before I came a man. Donald Goins from the book Horror. Rest in peace, Donald Goins. Rest in peace, brother. Semen retention and body gap. In this video, I want to talk about the spiritual parasite and how you detach from it. Semen retention. All of us was born with a spiritual parasite up in us, a spiritual tapeworm. And we all know what tapeworms do. It takes a percentage of our nutrients. So no matter how much you eat, you're only going to get a percentage of the nutrients from that food. The rest of it is going to go in that tapeworm. And you're carrying it around. I'm carrying it around. This is what the Bible means by we was born into sin. We all born with a demon. It's no matter what, every single day you're going to sin. That's why every single day you need to repent. That's because there's a tapeworm up in you, a spiritual tapeworm, leeching off all of your light, all of your positivity, and replacing it with negative energy and negative thoughts. That's why sometimes you just get upset or get depressed or whatever. And this spiritual parasite loves when you eat processed foods and stuff. It loves when you eat processed foods because it feeds the candida, the yeast that's all in your body. These demons, this parasite need to live inside of yeast. When you was young, it was small. It was real small. You had yourself. You still can remember, imagine, be happy without anything, without any material. You can imagine flying, and you felt like you was flying. You was running only 2 miles per hour, but you felt like you was the Flash. That's when the tapeworm was small. When it wasn't wrapped all inside your body, wrapped all around you, spiritually though. Some people have physical tapeworms too, and we'll talk about the aloe vera and the black walnut on another video to get rid of those. But in this video, I'm talking about how to detach from the spiritual tapeworm that's inside of you by using semen retention. See, because that's what semen retention does. It kills parasites, these spiritual parasites. Remember, that's what fasting is for. In order to kill a parasite, you must starve it. You must starve it. I remember one of the cures for a tapeworm. This is real. This is real. I never did it. I never had a tapeworm, but I heard this. They'll make the person stop eating for a couple of days, a fast, and then they'll put some oat milk on the tip of their tongue and have them open their mouth up, and the parasite will climb from their stomach up the esophagus to eat the milk because it's starving now. The parasite needs to eat a certain amount of sugar and carb and fat every day, because it lives inside that environment, right? It lives inside that environment. So when you start to practice semen retention, what's the first thing you're going to do? You're going to start eating better. Matter of fact, your appetite is going to lower, so you don't even have to eat that much. The same thing with fasting. Like, why do we even fast? Why do we fast? I know it's to show God that we're dedicated to Him, and it's a sacrifice. But it's also for a cleansing, a detox. A detox of what? Not just the physical detox. It's a spiritual detox also. To get rid of these spiritual tapeworms, man. You have a spiritual tapeworm. And every time you want to do something good, it's going to pop up and be right there. Like, feed me some of your happiness, bruh. That's why it's a lot of people out there, no matter how much money they make, they still feel like depressed and mental illness and stuff like that. Because the tapeworm, the parasite, you feed it, it's gonna take over you. What you think the movie Venom is made of? The movie Venom. The movie Venom. Same thing, a parasite. A dark entity came into this dude, and what did Venom want to do? He wanted to eat meat. He just wanted meat. Really, it's not even meat. Meat is on bananas, plums and stuff. He wanted to eat flesh. See what I'm saying? Semen retention allows you to get a certain amount of light in your body. And remember, the light exposed the darkness, and it can't live in the same time, the same place as the light. You hear what I'm saying? It probably can hide out for a minute, but eventually the sun is going to overshadow the moon at one part of the day, and it's going to be light time. You hear what I'm saying? So you're not eating all of this candida causing food. You're not dark in the inside because you have all this light. So it's like the spiritual tapeworm can't eat. He can't rest and stuff because it's too much light on. You ever tried to really take a real good nap and it's just super bright? It's different, right? So once you detach from this spiritual parasite, this spiritual tapeworm, the first thing you might want to do when I detached, the first thing that I did was I repented. I repented for all the wrong that I did because I realized that I was under some type of mind control by this parasite. There's a parasite that gets into snails and it affects their brain. It makes the snail climb all the way up the top of the branch so that a bird can eat it. And then the bird eats the snail, which has the parasite, and the bird takes a dump, and then the parasite is in that, and then the snail eats that. And it's a continuous cycle on how this parasite is spread. A parasite that affects the mind. It affects the mind of a snail. The same thing that happens to you, man. You are under some type of possession if you just can't stop eating, can't stop having sex, can't stop drinking. That's not you. You the same thing as that snail. You're killing yourself. You the same thing and you don't even know it. So the first thing I did when it came out of me, and you know when it comes out, it's coming out when you have an epiphany. You dig what I'm saying? When you're like, oh man, I get it. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know it's coming out. So when it came out of me, I apologized to a lot of people. I stole from people. I was wrong to people. I hated on people. And when I was freed from this evil, invisible parasite that we call demons, when I was freed from it, I was able to see my old self. And I said, you know what? I would have killed my old self. If my old self would have came up to me acting like my old self used to act, I would have not been liking my old self. So I can't blame nobody for the judgments that they have on me because I know that I was an asshole, just like you probably. You hear what I'm saying? This parasite makes you hate, man. It gets inside of you. And it's connected with all other parasites. That's the thing about it. It has like a network. Like they all connected. So this guy got a parasite up in him, she got a parasite up in her. Now they all talking, they talking about you. You walk by, the parasite tell this person, ugh, don't like them. And now all of a sudden you hating on me. Because you got a tapeworm, man. Why you think the more evil a person is, the more old and ugly they look? Because their life source energy is getting replaced by the tapeworms negative demonic energy, and the tapeworm is eating all their energy up. And they giving the tapeworm a place to live inside of a yeast-filled body, mucus body. A recipe for disaster, man. A recipe for disaster. Once you get rid of the tapeworm, physically, it's the same thing as spiritually. See, once you get rid of a tapeworm physically, you start glowing just automatically. You don't have to go and do anything special, because all of a sudden you just getting all these nutrients. Now you eat an apple, you're getting 100% of the vitamin A. Instead of when you ate an apple, you only got 20% of the vitamin A, which means you was like starving. You was starving, man. Because you was giving the entity, that tapeworm, your nutrients. Same thing with spiritual. The only reason that you going in your life 50 miles per hour, but you feel like you going 100 miles, is because you giving half of that energy away to the thing that's up inside of you. It's feeding off of it. It's feeding off of it, man. Now you get up, you want to do some exercise and stuff like that because you know that it's right. You know that eating right is right. But then that thing up in your head says, nah, don't do that. And the more that you're attached to the tapeworm, the older you get with this, the more it becomes your whole brain, to where it takes your hearing, your seeing, you start even saying stupid stuff. Because you're not you no more, like Venom. This is real. This is demonic possession. But they made you think that demonic possession was like the girl that was on The Exorcist with her head spinning around, when I'm telling you that demonic possession is eating too many damn cupcakes. And you want to stop. I bet you can stop eating apples and oranges and watermelons. You might want some watermelon right now and you eat it, and then you cool. And if you go to the refrigerator or wherever you keep your watermelon and you look at it, you cool, you got free will. But try to do that with some candy or anything like that. These are the witchcraft foods. You can't escape the witchcraft foods eating the witchcraft foods. These foods feed something, and it's not you. It's feeding something, but it's not feeding you. So what the hell is it feeding? What do you think a demon like? Do you think a demon, if a demon can choose to eat food, what do you think the damn demon are like, man? Why the hell you think heroin addicts love sweets and shit? What do you think the demon would eat? Why do you think when kids is bad, you always can trace it back to hyperness and sugar? What you think the demons eat? Do you think the demons eat peaches and plums and olive oil and nuts and stuff like that if they had a choice? Or would they eat bologna sandwiches and jelly rolls and stuff? You know that's what they would eat. Because it feeds the candida. Candida, the yeast. You got yeast infection all in your body. Yes, it does. Yeast infection all in your body. Feeding the tapeworm. Once the tapeworm is fed, then it starts to take over your body. Once you do semen retention, you start to change your diet automatically. Your body start getting filled with light. The tapeworms start coming out. You dig what I'm saying? All them times when you first on semen retention and you getting the body game right and you putting good stuff in your body, ain't you feeling all like, oh no, I feel so bad? That's it making you feel like that so you can go relapse. It's really a thing up in you. Don't let that thing turn you into a hater, an instigator, a gossiper, a killer, or a spreader of bad information, man. God don't like that. And in order to get this new body and stay on this new earth, you're going to have to get rid of that tapeworm. Semen retention. Semen retention and body game. Wormwood. Coming back at you with another video. Look, I did it in the end. It's all good. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to be back with you with some more secrets. Peace.